Hello, welcome to the course. Welcome to Physics with Calculus course. This is a fully online course. My name is Gajendra Tulsian and I'm your instructor. So here's the course. There's the main course website and this is your lab website. Okay. For labs, we will be using simulations. And in this video, I'm going to go over both these courses, okay, both these websites. So here's what I want to do. So I'll go over the course website. I'll tell you about grading and expectations for the course. I'm available via Zoom or Teams if needed. So here's my personal website and here are my office hours. So during my office hours or at other times, if these office hours are not convenient, I can always set up a Zoom meeting if you want. Okay, so I'm available via Zoom. All right. I have posted all my lecture recordings and problem solutions on my YouTube channel. So let me show you my YouTube channel. Here's my YouTube channel. Okay, so again, my name is Dr. Gajendra Tulsian. Here are the University Physics 1 lectures. This is a calculus primer. This is chapter 1 lecture, chapter 2 lectures. Every time I teach this course in class, I record these lectures. So for instance, let's go to the chapter 1 lectures view playlist. Okay, so last spring I taught this course and this is the recording from January 20th, 26. Okay, this is a recording from last fall, 8/25/2025. Okay, and this is from the spring prior to that. Okay, so anyway, every lecture is slightly different. So it seems like this is partly cut off. Anyway, so you can watch these lectures. I will be teaching this course again in my face-to-face class, and the newest recording will be at the top. Okay, so here are the lecture recordings. And then I solve about 10 problems from each chapter. Okay, and here are the problem solutions. So here are problem solutions, problems that I've solved in class. So last spring on the 22nd, and you can watch those recordings. Exam problems are very similar to those problems. All I do is change numbers. Okay, so those are recordings. Okay, so again, I post all recordings on my YouTube channel, which are linked on the website. Okay, I will go over the lab website and I'll show you how to do labs. All the labs are done using simulations. Okay, and labs follow the course, the topics that we cover in the course. Okay, now in this class, I want you to send me an email every Monday. It's a 4 to 5 line email, and in that email explain to me one chapter from the one concept that you learned from the chapter we covered. Okay, so there are 17 chapters, so you'll be sending me 17 emails. Okay, and I want you to send me an email even if you didn't do anything that week. Okay, each email is worth 5 points. Okay, I also organize a STEAM lecture series. There'll be 10 talks this fall, and if you attend a talk you get 5 points extra credit. Okay, so let me show that to you. Okay, so these are the things I want to cover in this video. So let's go. Okay, so here is the course website. We'll go to the course website. Here are those team lectures that I talked about, and all talks are on Mondays from 5 to 6 p.m. on these dates. Okay, so the first talk is on a history of AI, and okay, The speaker is the director of the supercomputing facility at UF. Okay, most of the speakers are from UF. Okay, so anyway, you get 5 points extra credit. Okay, so here's the course website. Here's the content. Let's go to content. Under general documents, you'll find the syllabus, and each chapter, these are the problems you want to study. You will have solutions to the. I'll solve these problems in class. I solve these problems, and you have solutions to these and video recordings of these solutions. On the exam, from each chapter, I pick about 4 problems. So and all I do is change the numbers on those problems, and that'll be if these problems have multiple parts to them, on the exam there'll be only one part to the problem. Okay, so I give you all the material to study to succeed in the class. Okay, so again, here are PDF copies of my PowerPoint slides that I lecture on. Okay, and here are the recordings. So here's chapter 1 recording, I showed you. Here are the problems from chapter 1, chapter 2 lecture recording problems, and so on. So here, let's go to this. So you see, these are the problems from chapter 2, which is vectors, and the video is 54 minutes long. This was recorded on January 27th, 26 in the spring semester. Okay, and when I record in the fall, that recording will go on top here. Okay, so okay, so we will let's see. Okay, let's go to the general document. Let's go to the syllabus. Okay, again, my name is Gajendra Tulsi, and my office is in building 410-209. So if you're on campus, stop by and say hello. The best way to communicate with me is via email. I reply to my emails very fast. Okay? So I'll let you read all of that. There's my personal website. Here's my YouTube channel. Okay. Where is the textbook? Okay, so here's the textbook. It's an OpenStax book. It's a free download. So let's go there. So here is the textbook. You can download a PDF copy. We will be solving problems from there. And here's the table of contents. So there's 17 chapters in the book, and we will cover all 17 chapters. Okay, so essentially, roughly a little over 1 chapter a week. Okay, so we'll cover all the chapters. Okay, and again, like I said, go ahead and download the book. So here's the book. Download a copy for yourself. Okay, so here's how the grading will work. Each chapter, I have set up a quiz. There's 5 problems in the quiz. In the quiz, so each quiz is worth 25 points. So you'll be earning 425 points from there, from the quizzes. You will be doing 3 exams. Each exam is worth 125 points. Each problem, so there's 25 problems on the exam, and each problem is worth 5 points. Okay, so you learn 375 points from there. I'll go over the lab setup. You earn 225 points from there. The weekly emails give you 75 points, so you're working toward 1100 points total. Okay, and A is 90 to 100%, B is 75 to 89%, C is 50 to 74%. So that's a pretty generous grading scale. Okay. All right, so that's how grading will work. Okay, and let's go to the quizzes. Okay, so here's the chapter 1 quiz, chapter 2 quiz, and so on. And there are the dates you can work. So those are the dates they'll be open, and we will have 3 exams. Okay, this is the estimated date when I'll open the exam 1, which will be on chapters 1 through 5. Exam 2 is on 6 through 12 or 6 through 11. Okay, anyway, I'll let you know. And this is exam 3. I might change these dates. Okay, so let me show you one of the quizzes. Preview. So here's chapter 1 quiz, and there's the problem. So you solve the problems, and you know and do your answers. Okay, so and you can check your grades there. So this is the weekly email grades, seminars, that's extra credit points, and these are the 3 exams, and those are the quizzes, chapter quizzes. Okay, also when you do the exam, what you'll do is you'll work out all your problems on a sheet of paper, scan the paper, and upload your scanned work here in these folders. Okay, so when it comes time to the exams, you will be uploading your work in these folders. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, all right, again, so this is the calculus based physics course. I hope now you have a sense for the course website. Now let's go over the lab website. Okay, so here's the lab website. 501Z is the course website, and 51Z is the lab website. Okay, so let's go to content. Okay, what I've done is I've set up 14 labs. Okay, so vectors, moving man, projectile motion, and so on. Okay, and these sort of the labs are on chapters we will be covering in this sequence. Okay, so let's click on the vectors lab. Okay, so here's a PDF document. There's a write-up about about vectors and so on. Okay, and to do the experiment we use these simulations. Okay, so these are FET simulations that we'll use. Okay, so let's okay, let me okay, so here's the vectors lab, and let's okay, so here's the simulation. Okay, and so let's look at the instructions for the lab. Okay, so there is the vectors lab, and it says, okay, so here's the experiment. As you do the experiment, answer questions below. Record your results here. You will submit this answer in the lab quiz on the lab course website. Okay, so let's do this first one. Click on the Explore 2D icon. So Explore 2D icon. All right, and then what does it say? Oops. Okay, drag vector A onto the main grid, stretch vector A so that its magnitude is 25 units and its X component is 20 units. And then what is its Y component? Okay, so that's what you're going to answer. Here's vector A. There's the grid. We want to make it 25 units long. 25 units long with the X component being 20 units. So there's the vector A. We made it as asked, and then they ask you what's the Y component. So there is the Y component. Okay. So in here you would mark 15, that's the Y component, and so on. So you do answer all the questions, and once you have answered all the questions, then what you do is you go to the quizzes, go to the vectors lab quiz, okay, and submit your answer there. Okay, so here was question 1 and that was the answer, and so on. Okay, so you answer all the questions and then submit your quiz. Okay, so that's how the labs are set up. Okay. Again, you have 14 labs and you earn 225 points from that. Okay, all right, I hope you understand the layout of the course. If you guys have any questions, just shoot me an email, okay, or stop by my office. And again, this is the main course website, and there is the lab website. All right, again, good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.